The same issue still. You know, this is another week here with the market report. My name is Luis Torres. I'm a realtor here in Chicago, and it's the same story. It's inventory. It's just the lack of it that's causing the big news out here. And nationally, the actual days on market, the inventory supply, I should say rather, is 2.8 nationally. Last time we checked here in the Aurora area, it's 0.8. Now, what does that mean? 6 months is what a balanced market looks like. That is that if the amount of homes stopped going into the market, that would take 6 months for it to deplete completely. And so that's what a balanced market looks like. 2.8 is extremely low nationally, but locally here in Aurora, 0.8 is extremely low. As a matter of fact, I have here some data here that I'm going to share a little bit later in this video, talking about what the actual numbers are for the week here in Aurora. Now, yes, that is the national numbers, and that's the story of the day. Now, interest rates took another week of it declining. Last week it was at 6.32 nationally average, and then this week, that is April 3rd until the April 9th, here we see the interest rates are at 6.28. Now, that is not a major drop. As a matter of fact, if you put into dollars, that's a difference between, let's say, monthly payment of, let's say, 17.52 compared to 17.46. So it's only about $6 difference. So it's not that huge, but it still marks the fourth week in a row that I could count here of declining interest rates. Nevertheless, it's still a little too high. The vast majority of homeowners and people that hold mortgages right now have an interest rate way lower than what we have right now in the current rates. So therefore, sellers don't want to sell because of that situation. I mean, if buyers out in the market are very sensitive to interest rates, do you think that sellers are also sensitive to the interest rates? Absolutely they are. Absolutely. And so the case is that if interest rates drop to a more comfortable level, those that are on the fence about selling a property might want to jump right in, okay? And maybe that's when they will decide to sell. But nevertheless, there are folks that are still looking to sell property regardless of what's happening out there in the market. Yes, just like in the winter, there are folks out there in the snow, they're out there in the world doing things because they have to be out there. The same way here in the housing market, in the winter of housing market, you could say, the unfavorable conditions out there, still there are folks who need to buy and there are folks who need to sell. And so us as brokers, we bring those two folks together and we bring a transaction about. And so there are folks out there making transactions happen. As a matter of fact here, we have some numbers. Now, let me let you know as well that homes are selling, and they're selling quickly. If a property is priced correctly and in the right area, we have seen homes selling very, very quickly within 2 weeks. And that's reported not only here in my market in Aurora, but it's also reported in many different parts here in the United States. Unless a property is, priced very high, and the seller is not willing to do it, he's not in a hurry, he or she is not in a hurry to sell, that price is not going to change much. But regardless, if someone needs to sell a house, they would say that they would see that happening very quickly. Okay, so that's what we got going on there. Now, let me give you some information here. Local data, right? The local numbers here in Aurora are as follows. This week, we have a total of 59 homes that are actually in the market as of I would say 5 p.m. here on the 9th of April 2022. 2023, okay? That's the number of homes that are available for sale, publicly available for you to find on Zillow.com or other websites, and that's what we see there. Now, there are 40 more properties that are listed, but in private listings that are not available publicly. That brings a grand total of 99 single-family homes detached to the market. 99 homes, okay? Now, I have seen here a trend, right? I'm keeping manual records here. In March, we see 96, 91, 95, 97, right? So 90, last week actually, it was 111. And this week we're at 99. So based on what I've seen and been, keeping records of the last several weeks, 99 is not a stark difference, right? It's been about that same level every single week. So it's not like we're taking a huge hit right now. It's just the way it's always been, okay? Now, as far as closed listings go, last week we saw a total of 24 listings closed, 24 properties closed in Aurora. Now, let me take you through the trend, right? Back in March, we saw, in the week of the 6th through March the 12th, we saw 15 homes. The week after that, 11 homes, then 19 homes, okay? And then, yeah, it's fun, right? 15 homes sold after that, 19, and now 25. So it's a little higher, but it's right around the average number. Now, this is the number that scares me a little bit, okay? This week that we saw 24 homes come off the market, 11 homes went into the market. That's still a very, large distance. I mean, we should have at least 25 homes at least hitting the market if 25 homes are going to come off to at least keep the balance going. But that didn't happen this week, right? If we saw 11 homes active last week in the market and now we have 99 active, yeah, we have about, 12 or so that came off the market just like that. And that's the problem that we're having, is that folks are not putting out for sale signs early enough and keeping up with the demand, right? I mean, if the trend continues, we might see 88 homes available for sale a week from today. That might be the case. So that's what we see here in the market. Folks are not willing to make any moves. It's my opinion, based on what I have seen, that unless interest rates drop further into the fives, then we might see some more activity. So it is possible that we might still see this kind of, type of instability in the market for several months to come, maybe even into next year. All right, it's a slow-moving ship. It's turning, and interest rates are not, being raised so high. But we got to keep seeing what's going on. We see that the sentiment of the Fed is that they are, even though with the crisis of the banks that have occurred, nothing major has happened since the Silicon Valley Bank has, gone bankrupt. Nothing really huge has happened since then, and so we have seen more stability, and that's why we've seen that the interest rates, the Fed funds rate, increase a little bit more, and thus, the ripple effect affects the housing market, and we've seen that interest rates have been dropping a little bit here and there. And so if nothing else continues to change, I know the Fed is still trying to, bring inflation under control. And even the jobs market itself came out, and it was a little bit worse than they thought it was going to be, but not too much. But still, they're keeping an eye on it. So what I personally see is I don't see interest rates going very high, and they're not going to drop significantly low either, okay? So I think we're going to continue to see what we have been seeing for the last several weeks, which is a slow trickle into the pool of homes, and we're going to continue to see low inventory. So usually right here this week is supposed to be, the peak of the, activity going on in the spring market. But we are seeing still a premature dip in sales because, again, of the, lack of inventory and whatnot. So that's basically what we got going on here in the real estate market for this week. If you are looking to buy or sell anything here in the state of Illinois, if you're looking to make a move into the state of Illinois, if you're from afar, reach out to me here at Luis Torres eXp Realty. I got my information down here in the description below. I would love to help you out, give you some more information. If you want me to also do a little bit of an analysis in your area as well, just like this, reach out to me here in the Chicago area, and I would love to help you out with bringing some information to you, things that will help you make the decision in the right way. And yeah, anything else, I'm here for you. So again, this is Luis Torres coming at you with another market report. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.